Hey guys, it's Debbie from Real Fun Family, and I just was checking in today to see how you're doing during this interesting time in history. I hope that you are good. I hope that you are staying safe and well, and that those of you with kids at home are finding some fun and entertaining things to do. I met up with a neighbor yesterday out in the street. We kept our distance. And we were both saying it doesn't really feel that different to us because she's a mom with littles who aren't in school yet. And I have kids at home who homeschool. So for us, this is kind of normal. My kids are not off school. They do not have a break. They're getting ready for spring break, but they still have school to do and all their assignments are still due. And they got no any special treatment for being on this kind of during this interesting time. So I wanted to come today too and share with you a couple things that I think could be really helpful during this time. I have 3 teenagers at my house right now. One of them is not mine, but I claim him as my own. And I was talking to them yesterday and asking them how they were feeling about everything, like just kind of taking their temperature in terms of, are you nervous? Are you scared? Are you worried about what's going on? And they were really not nervous or scared. They hear all the news. They have phones. They are just up on the current events as much as I am. But they just said, the consensus out of the 3 of them, so it's 2 13-year-olds and a 14-year-old. The consensus out of them was they're 10% scared or nervous. Mostly just for friends and family, but not really for anything else. They're like, it's totally fine. So I thought that was interesting. I was kind of wondering about that and thinking, I wonder how they feel, but they were totally fine. However, part of that is because probably like your family, we've been praying a lot about it. We've been talking about it. We've been going through the scenarios of different things and kind of being very realistic, but also being careful and taking precautions. So one of the things that I always do, and I'm sure you do too, is pray. And I was talking to the kids yesterday and asked them, what would you pray about differently during this time? And they just said some really normal things like, those of the ones that are still in school, family, friends, health protection, those types of things. And so on my website, I have available to parents a list of 45 prayer prompts for parents of tweens and teens. And that's something you can find in my store, and it's on realfunfamily.com. But yesterday, I went ahead and thought, this is a really good time while your kids are at home, while you're together, that you guys can start really incorporating prayer into what you're doing. And then all of a sudden, prayer just kind of jumped to the forefront. And so I created prayer prompts for both teens and for tweens. And these are very general prayer prompts. There's 45 of them on each list. They are everything from helping them with school to, helping them be honest, to praying for their friends, to just giving them insight into and praying for protection when they're online, those types of things. Obviously, there's a million things that we could pray about for our kids, but I really think that these could be a tool for tweens and teens. So if you have one of those in that category, or maybe one of each, or maybe several in those categories, then I would encourage you to go ahead and download those. I will leave the link in the first comment so that you can get those. And then if you want the one for parents, that will be available too. So I hope you'll do that. The other part of this prayer idea is that obviously we're praying for the situation. We're praying for friends, for family, especially for maybe our parents who are older, that type of thing. But there are people all over the world that need our prayers. And there are still things going on each day that don't change just because this virus is going around. And so if you are interested in kind of looking outside your own situation and sitting down with your family, either yourself, with your family, maybe with your spouse, and really giving kind of some attention to people around the world. I would invite you to also join in at Real Deep Faith, and I operate that on Instagram. And I am going through this year the top 11 countries where it is the most difficult to be a Christian. So every other day, I give a prayer request, some information about the country, and things that are going on. Right now, we're focusing on Somalia, and I would love to have you join us. You can do this either on Instagram, it's Real Deep Faith, or you can do it here on Facebook, and that is Real Deep Faith as well. There's a page, and every day those things are listed. And then I do also scripture, just encouragement and that sort of thing. So if you'd like to participate then in that, I invite you. I would love to have you there, and just to know that you and your family are praying for these things just like we are. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you guys are all staying safe, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.